This is, I think, the final step before we wrap up the show. Yes, you're still watching Daybreak Extra on Trust TV. And it's time for entertainment. You know, this is actually one segment that a lot of us, even those, not here, look out for. Okay, so Rosemary, she's the queen of entertainment right here.
I like that title.
Yeah, you like it? Yeah, queen of entertainment.
Queen
yeah.
of
Own it.
Yes.
Own it.
Queen of, it's not easy to stay up to date.
No, it's not at
You're
all.
like always reading and assessing all this
information.
daring
What's
information.
What are you reading?
Yes, no, you have to actually read.
Please, I'm sorry. Something just came up. Can we? Okay. All right. So before we do that, let's just go ahead. All right.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, we will.
You will introduce me.
Calm down now.
You will introduce me. This is disrespectful. This is very, very disrespectful. I'm not going to take this from any of you guys. I've not been on this show for a very, very long time.
Not long, just 2 weeks.
Can you just imagine? And it didn't occur to any of you to at least introduce me.
Why do you like to start your mornings with
First of all, I brought a balance to this set. You are two ladies and I'm just a guy.
Did we
is
ask
it balanced?
for a balance?
Do you still think it's balanced?
Are you going to introduce
Only
me?
when Ibrahim is here will it be balanced.
Welcome me
All right,
to the show.
so you're welcome. We actually
Thank you
have,
very much.
a guest on the show, to join us in the entertainment segment, and we all know him. He's Sagir
Ibrahim.
I could say Umaru.
That's how the other time you said Musa. All right, so what's good now? What's going on the entertainment scene?
All right, so first of all, we'd like to talk about our very own, colleague, Zainab Bala, who is a Mandela Washington Fellow. Yes, she just wrapped up, the entire training, the entire fellowship, and really, really excited, by the way, and we are super, super proud of her. It's something different. It's one thing for you to actually bring people in who have achieved so much, who have accomplished so much, people you do not know. But when it's someone there's this sense
watching
of
them
pride.
progress.
It's pride, and then there's joy, because there's this awesome feeling one gets from seeing, be it a colleague or a friend, grow right before your eyes, and seeing them achieve so much. It's like
grow too.
It's a challenge in a good way, because now you know what you need to do to better yourself.
Of course,
and that's why it's very important to keep good company.
Yes, so a big congratulations.
I'm telling you, you need to keep good company.
I do.
So are you saying me I'm bad company?
No. I don't mention your name.
No,
All right, so before we make it about ourselves,
so you're saying I'm bad company.
A big congratulations to Zainab Bala. Yes, we cannot wait for you to come back with all the goodies. Yes, exactly. And she actually just wrapped up. She just wrapped up the Mandela Washington Fellowship for Young African Leaders for the year 2022. And she actually, had something little to say. So let's hear her.
Oh my God. My name is Zainab Bala and I am a broadcast journalist. It's been an amazing journey to be here, getting to know my cohort, IU staff, and Bloomington community. I'm sure that my colleagues' brains are bustling with ideas. We are super excited. We are super excited to go back home to start implementing our various projects and to collaborate extensively. It is emotional for me right now, and I'm not going to be saying so much, but I would like to appreciate the American families, Lara Goose and Ed. Thank you so much.
All right, so that was our very own Zainab Bala, and I would like to say Trust TV is super proud of you as well. Same way we are, and away from that, I do not like having Sagir and Rosemary on the same set, honestly.
I don't
because
understand.
you guys, I don't know, you have a way of confusing.
I'll reserve my comment till after the show.
I'm telling you, we'll meet outside.
I don't have anything to say to you
we'll meet outside, don't worry.
What I have to say to you, what's on my mind, I'll tell you off air.
Off air.
All right, so let's move on to the next, story.
That's why it's not good.
Surrounded in my... Right, let's go ahead.
Yes, so moving on, Adekunle Gold. So there's this thing, before he, there was a switch from the pick up Adekunle to the new Adekunle we have now with the
The
dreads.
commercial.
So the good boy
Yeah.
vibes, the bad boy
bad-
vibes.
Yes. So there was this thing he did where he said, if you're my fan and you want to receive monthly letters from me, sign up, which I did. So occasionally
Are you
maybe
talking about newsletters?
Yes.
Or just
No.
normal letters?
they are like personal letters
letters,
to
yes.
his
Okay.
To his
fans.
fans.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got one yesterday. He was telling his story how he actually has sickle cell.
Oh, are you
Yeah,
serious?
he's a sickle cell survivor. And he was mentioning stories of how his family was poor and he would always be in pain, at night. Didn't have money to take him to the hospital,
Wow.
things like that. And I just felt so sad. And it made me wonder that these celebrities, we as fans sometimes we put them under pressure,
much pressure.
to
No, they go
deliver the
through a
best,
lot.
but we don't even know what they are going through, behind the scenes. Someone like Adekunle Gold, you won't even think he's sick in any way.
It reminds me of that American actor. What's his name? The Wakanda guy.
Chadwick.
Oh,
Chadwick
Chadwick.
Boseman. Yes.
Yes.
Who knew he was actually going
mean,
through
so
so
much.
much pain?
To even think he had cancer when they shot Black Panther is amazing. Because he still gave, stellar performance. So
Well, for Adekunle Gold, so I think that he has sickle cell, but I don't think it's one with active crisis because some time ago I think yes there was
he
this
said he's been able to manage it. At least the
crisis,
first
right?
time he's ever putting it out
in
there,
public.
so we'll never even know if there's been like a serious
Yes,
crisis
yes.
or a minor
Yes,
one.
I'm saying this because if you can remember, this former the Big Brother Nigeria winner for which season is that? I can't remember particularly. I'm talking about Lekon. He also said he had sickle cell.
Oh, yes, that's true.
I think there are two, right? There's SS and there's SC. So
I only know SS.
Yeah, if one has SS. Now I'm not an authority here. I'm just saying what I have read somewhere. I don't know how true it is, anyways. But if one has SS, that the carrier of SS is more prone to having crisis than an SC carrier. So it could be possible that Adekunle Gold might be an SC carrier, not an SS. I'm just saying. Maybe that is the reason why he's able to
manage, pull through. No, but one thing that I do
why
know.
are you guilty? I was like, wow, he was talking about wow, and he felt like I was being sarcastic.
Do you know
think I was sarcastic?
Whenever Dashin starts paying attention to me, I become scared all of a sudden.
Because I know she's
Do you know, he's actually right. Because I was like, wow, I wanted to say doctors again.
I knew she was going to, I knew she was going to make fun of me. I just knew it. Can you imagine?
Okay,
now
thank
I'm
you for
dropping
that
bars.
But you said, I never knew, you were such an embodiment of knowledge.
Thank you.
No, he actually is, but I didn't know he was a medical side.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Wow,
spread-
SCSS. Wow.
Let me suck in.
All right, so
of
let's
the
move on to the
compliments.
next
Yes,
story.
and then there was. Do you guys watch Catfish? Have you heard of the show Catfish?
It's a TV series.
Yes,
Okay,
where
yeah, I think I
people
have
who
on
meet
social media,
online, they date
okay.
online. They now bring your online lover to you in real life. So there's this American lady. She was almost scammed by someone who looks like Flavor. These
an
people
imposter.
that people that open Instagram pages and put up, celebrity pictures claiming to be them. I know it's always funny. Those pages, they have followers though.
They do.
Like they'll be having huge number of following. So I'm like, how don't you know this is not Flavor? Because now it's so easy. Like, if someone is not verified, do not follow them or that's
Okay, it
not.
means she actually knows who Flavor is.
Yeah, she should. I mean, how wouldn't you know who Flavor is?
No, you said she's American.
But
They
then
don't usually know
Okay,
that.
well, fair enough. But yeah, so she said she almost got scammed, and the guy was, very persistent about moving their conversation from Instagram to
Real life.
WhatsApp. No,
Okay,
to
WhatsApp. Oh,
WhatsApp.
personal.
And yeah, I think that's when the Catfish people came in,
Okay.
and they were able to
Started
put Flavor on his Skype call, and it's like, I have a verified Instagram page. Like, I'm sorry this happened to you, but I do not
I'm not
have
this person.
like my
No
hands
affiliation.
in it and all that.
Okay.
But these scammers, they are very smart. For the past 3 days, someone has been trying to hack my Instagram through my Facebook because of this their meta thing that they did.
Metaverse.
Yes, someone has been trying to hack my Instagram through my Facebook. I don't know what they're
now
looking
talking
for.
about Flavor now, this Catfish, I know most of these series shows are, this series are actually, you know, these TV shows are actually scripted.
Yes.
So was it scripted?
No, I don't think it was the original idea behind Catfish is if you're dating someone online, especially now that, you know, with the whole
And you're
Tinder
skeptical.
swindler and you're skeptical, we will help
just,
you
okay,
investigate to see if this person is who
Okay,
they
it's
say
just
they are.
edited, you know, it's like an investigative series.
Yes, exactly.
That
Okay,
makes
I
a lot of
understand
sense.
that, yes.
The
yes.
I know,
question I
like the
want to
guy that
ask-
started the show, he said he fell in love with someone online, like
Okay.
only for him to meet the person in real life. He was completely devastated.
It was different. I think there was actually a movie
Yeah.
on that as well. You know,
Yeah,
and she
well,
met someone, a cute guy,
Okay.
and then she traveled
Like
all
me.
the way for Christmas, you know, and then she met one short Asian man, you know, and everything. Meanwhile, apparently that guy was real, and he was, you know, like a friend.
A friend. I,
Okay.
So,
yeah, I
you
think
know,
that
they met.
I
they
think
met
I know that
and all that. So
story.
it was quite confusing. He
That's
didn't know about her.
interesting. But my question here is, why do people engage in online relationships? What drives it?
Because you don't know where love
Loneliness,
might
one.
come
I
from.
cannot. I really
Branching
and
out.
seriously cannot wrap my mind around. Now, no
But,
offense to no
I'm
offense to
sorry,
people
but a
because
lot of
Yes.
good things have actually come out
No
of,
doubt.
you know, online
Look,
relationships, marriages,
I
good relationships.
I do not doubt that for whatever reason.
You know,
My
when
question is,
the thing
what
about
motive or what would drive you enough to want to start a conversation with a complete stranger online, be it on any of the social media platforms?
I'm sorry, what's so
Just
different
start-
with starting a
hold on,
conversation in real life?
Hold on, I'm not done.
Because
Like I
in real
said,
life, you've checked
no
the person.
disrespect to those who actually started this and it turned out well for them. No disrespect at all. I am just asking, what is the driving factor?
I don't know, what
but-
drives you to see a girl
But,
on the streets and talk to her?
Because
Want to
I
talk
am
to her?
seeing her on the street.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's the same way
same
someone
thing.
sees a picture and like, oh, this person
Oh,
is
this person
pretty,
is
let me
nice
send
and
her a
wants to meet
message.
that person in
Yes.
real life.
You know, see, I
Let's
think the
start
problem
somewhere.
is
Okay.
when, you know, everything happens online for a long period of time without having to meet in person. But then, like, you meet people online every day. I mean, somebody might see your profile and want to employ you. They would send you a message. Somebody sees you, likes you, they want to, you know,
I'm sorry, but isn't that
They
the
will
reason
send
why
you
we
a
have video
message.
calls?
Yes, exactly.
So I have a friend who was engaged in this online relationship as well. It turns out he in Nigeria and she is it Senegal or Liberia? I can't remember particularly.
Hate the country.
And look, they were saying I love you too, and I'm like, bro, you're in Nigeria. She's
But
thousands of
I'm
kilometers
sorry, but
away.
have you seen situations or stories of
Yes.
people who met online and they travel down and get married immediately, and then most people say it's for green card
Like
and all
I said,
that. What?
no
I feel like
disrespect
Segre
to
has
those.
never had
Exactly.
a
No,
random
no,
spark
hold on.
in
You're
his
not
life.
getting me right. Before I started this conversation, I said no disrespect to all of those people who have actually gone through these things and then succeeded. You know, you met someone online, you started talking, and before you know it, something led to another.
Yes.
You guys
So I'm
dated,
sure you've
and
actually
you
answered
got
your
married.
question.
Help
But
you.
the question, if you look at it now, is there a higher percentage of people who actually started or engaged in this online
Yes.
relationships
Yes.
and whatever
Yes.
than those
Yes,
Yes.
there is. There
facts?
actually is.
Look, I need the
Okay,
science.
go and check
Just
the
show me.
statistics
Don't tell me to
online.
check any statistics. If you're just going to say yes categorically, give me
But
give me
yes,
figures.
because
I
you
need
have a
figures
lot
because
of
I
them
don't
in most
believe,
cases. Okay,
I do not
you
believe
post
that
a picture
people,
of
more
somebody.
people start online
Sorry.
relationships and it ends well
Sorry,
for them.
Sagir, what's
Yes.
the difference? You have a
Yeah, but I
friend who
want to
posts
know.
a picture of Rosemary, for instance,
Okay.
and you see her, you're like, oh, she's
Fine
cute.
girl.
Is she your friend? I
Fine.
like her. Can we meet? Can we meet? And they're like, yeah, you know, it sends her contact, and then you guys meet. What is the difference?
You
Still
have a
online.
physical relationship with somebody who is setting that up. That is the difference. This one, you're scrolling through.
But if you
say,
check
any of the
Facebook,
social media
if you check
platforms.
Facebook, you might
Hold
see
on,
mutual
hold on.
friends
You
as
guys are
well.
not getting me till now. You're
but I'm-
scrolling through pages
Yes,
of
but-
social media and you see a picture that you like. Of course, see, no harm, no offense. You can like and you can enter the person's DM if the person allows you to, and you start talking. But then again, something leads to another, and you guys dated. Fine, that is done. We have seen cases over the past 2-3 years of people who engaged in online relationships, started chatting with this person, and it ended up being that these same persons were serial killers or what have you. Hold on, I'm not done. Now,
So
for
what-
physical relationships,
your
you
question
could
here,
meet this.
Segir?
my question here
So
is,
you think people have not met physically and done the same thing? You think people have not met physically and met
but
the
I
wrong
feel
people?
and I believe that physical interactions is safer than online interactions.
Yeah, of course, physical interactions are safer, but then there are like people that, you know, they would message you and the first thing they'll say is, oh, can I video call you? It's because they want to confirm the identity of the person they are speaking with.
What if the person says no?
Then you know there's a red flag.
Yes, exactly. It's a red flag. You don't move on with that conversation.
No, are you saying you've never met any person online who is your friend?
Today.
Who's my friend? I have.
Exactly.
Of course I have. But as a friend, we're not dating.
So are you saying what if it does, or if future it does transcend to to something more?
As you are saying, why are you now doing like this? What is this? What is all this one that you are doing like this? She's talking, she's not shaking shoulder.
They've already met in person.
Move on, I beg you, this again. You love to argue too much.
There's not much of a problem.
Look,
I feel like people bond online. People, you know, share.
Okay, but you met me online.
I know sometimes.
I did not met you online. Hello, I never met you online.
I know for some people.
No, but you saw my picture before coming in to see me physically. So isn't that online?
So when I saw a picture online,
you saw me on TV before coming.
When I saw you on TV, when I saw you, did I wait? Okay, so is there a mechanism for me to chat with you on TV?
Did he message you online or drop a comment?
Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Guys, be careful out there. I understand that online relationships can work for some people, but we still have to be careful because there are still scammers out there, and unfortunately there are still people who can even do worse. We've heard cases, we've seen cases. We just have to be careful.
But in real sense, be careful.
Yes.
Whether it's physical or online, you need to be careful.
Yeah, because when you know
look out for yourself.
They kidnap you.
All right, so move on. Okay.
Yeah, so Tiwa Savage, she just
got an honorary doctorate degree.
Was it honorary?
It's honorary, yeah. I had to look out for that word.
Yeah,
it was honorary.
I was like, this one that Auntie Tiwa, well, congrats to her. This one that
the first thing that actually came to my mind was how did she balance school and all the work and everything?
That was what came
so,
to
but
my
then
mind
that was what made me check, and I was like, oh, it's honorary. All right, oh, fantastic.
Really difficult. Because her schedule is really tight.
Very tight.
I mean, she's
a mom, she's an artist, she's traveling around the world.
Exactly. And then, going to school to, I mean, look at Copy's situation. Copy has had a meltdown several times because of her doctorate.
No, I feel like for Copy, in as much as it's funny, it's not funny.
Is a drama queen.
Copy is really a drama, because how can you just imagine us, us were angry with school, we don't really have much of an avenue to express our anger. Copy is angry. Next thing, she's in her Ferrari going to watch a car show.
I'm telling you.
And you think me, I'll not laugh that.
She's in a pool somewhere.
Exactly, somewhere.
Or at least she's going
to visit her dad in Dubai.
So, you said she had a meltdown. She has a means to actually let go of all her frustrations. All her frustrations. I guess I'm trying.
In
fact, just seeing dollar bills alone would make you.
Like, one of these days when you just get worked up and you are not happy like that,
we'll just go to London. Don't allow him land.
We'll just go to the
Don't allow him land, Rosemary. Move on.
I will land. Rosemary, what I have to say.
This house in London.
That should please, if you are vexing that kind of vex, you just carry me along. You just carry me along. Don't worry, I'll help you carry along.
Rosemary, move on.
So yesterday, the streets of Twitter were, they were really, really tough.
Thank God I didn't enter.
And the arrow would have shot you.
What happened?
So there was a statement made by some very random person, and they were comparing Ruga, the artist, to Buju, and I think the person even called Ruga a low budget.
Please, what song did Ruga sing?
Dior now.
Girlfriend.
No, not even girlfriend. Dior. Bad man looking good in Dior. You don't.
I thought it's the yard that you're saying.
It's the backyard.
I thought it was the yard.
You listen to the back of your sound system.
Bad man looking good in the yard.
In Dior.
All I want to know.
In Dior.
Okay, so I think I saw Rema's. Was it Rema or what's his name now?
No, so
Omale
replied. Omale now, replied, and he's like, Ruga even has the mind to be talking about Buju. His new name is Benson on this app, and then he's like,
BNXN.
He was like, people trying to do anything for clouds and all that. And then Victoni too now replied, and it's just funny because the whole thing has extended. Now we have the new Don Jazzy's signee, what's his name? Magix is also in the conversation. They've just been throwing jabs.
Okay, the one with the earrings
other.
is Magic.
No,
This is Victoni. He's the one that replied on Malay saying, "LOL, let's get your album too."
Earrings because they are all wearing.
Now only
earrings.
makeup remain.
So
All right, so now
Yeah.
what I'm actually trying to understand is why do these artists feel the need to actually compete?
Yeah, but then the thing is that, funny thing is, another thing that I was going to actually bring up later in the conversation is because Amale replied this morning and he said he's not the one that has been responding, it's his handlers. Now I'm wondering, these
That's
social
irresponsible.
media handlers, no, it's not. What happened to Atiku earlier this year when the, what was it, that he put
It's
out a tweet
irresponsible.
and then he said it was not him,
Him that
it's
put
people
it in.
handling.
It's irresponsible.
How? It's not
It is
your fault. If
irresponsible.
people
No,
are
no, no.
responsible
No, Hussein,
for
now-
it's their job, Hussein. How in charge
Rosemary, look at
are
this.
you?
Now, picture this scenario. All of the times when you've been dishing out statements through all of your social channels, you didn't say anything. You did not credit it to your handlers until a statement that was distasteful came out, and then you say it's the handlers.
Yeah,
Look,
but that
if
is-
you're going to take responsibility, take responsibility. These accounts bear your names, all of them. None of them
It's
is
not the
bearing so and
handler's
so
name.
person's handler.
Yes, now of course, but I'm
So
saying, think
why,
about it, how
why do they
often-
why do they have this habit of separating themselves?
But you know,
from a
yes,
distasteful
but you know
comment?
they actually
Why?
do that a lot. Most of these famous people, they
Yeah,
do
but
that
but then-
when they
but-
don't want to take responsibility,
But then
when they
the
don't
thing
want
is
to
that it is
So
the
these
truth.
statements-
But the point
these
is that it's exactly
statements are
the
your
truth. They have
statements.
people
No.
at the
No,
back.
that's- I know,
these
I
statements
understand.
were made through all of their
but
official
and
social
they
handles.
were made on their behalf.
Exactly.
Do you
So
understand?
you should take responsibility. It's just like the president coming out to say that was not my statement. It was my special assistant on media and publicities. So he should be held responsible.
Yeah,
That
but-
is shifting blame. These accounts
How
belong
is
to
it
you.
shifting blame?
It is shifting blame because you are saying I am not aware that these statements were made.
Because
meanwhile,
yeah,
you
but
give
you- but
access
it-
to
it-
these
there's no-
handlers
but-
to.
and
But then
only-
the intent is not there. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's only
intent is
normal
not
for
there.
the
Tell them not to
handler.
post.
It's only normal for the handler to
Tell them,
actually
some of them
pass
don't even
it
get to
through
read
the
this thing
owner.
before it's posted.
Yes,
If you
it
don't
passes
get to
through
read
the
them
owner
when
before
it's posted, then it is your fault. Because
is it your
yes,
fault?
it is. Because these social channels are yours. They are,
Hussein,
see,
if
they are
someone
part
if
of your
someone
brand.
is
You
if
cannot
someone
just
is
dis-
in charge,
you can't
if someone is
you
wait, I'm
can't
coming.
remove yourself
As an
from the
artist,
situation
as
because
an
you
artist,
don't
if
like
someone
the
is in-
statement or the
is in
statement
charge
is
of
generating
your-
a negative buzz online.
Hello.
No, but then the thing is that, of course, we all know that these
Moderator.
people, they have publicity, like people that handle
Their
their
publicity
publicity
and
and
the
all
likes.
that.
Yes,
It's
of
not
course.
everything that they sign off of. Because now, Omale released an album yesterday. For these people in their, because I actually tried to sit down and analyze everything. Then they probably thought, oh, let's put out a tweet, because now that tweet will put him like
Okay, I
in
think
the
what
social
Segir is
media
actually trying
circle.
to say
Because
is-
how do you take
is-
responsibility for something you did not type? If somebody said something on behalf
I
of
think
you,
what
Let me tell you
what
how.
Segir is trying
She
to
asked
say
a
is
question,
because
let me respond.
these people actually pay the handlers
Simple.
to do the job for
That's
them
it.
with
Yes.
the assumption that these
That is
handlers
it.
will do a good job.
That is it.
Do you understand? It's just like now a handler comes and says something about Trust TV, and then Trust TV comes out to say it wasn't Trust TV, it was the handler. They're paid under Trust TV. Trust TV would come out and apologize
Exactly.
as itself, and then
Exactly.
internally handle the handler.
Then Hussein, now
Do you
don't
understand what I'm
forget,
saying?
don't
But at the same
forget,
time,
these people are not just people. They are a brand. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So you're representing these brands. You're not even representing the person.
What he's
himself.
trying to say is
So
they
you
should
can't-
come out and apologize.
Exactly. Just
you
come out and
understand?
apologize.
But do whatever they have to
to do. If you
know,
fire your
punish,
handler, fire your handler. Because
query,
remember,
whatever it is.
the handler, look, I know how these things work. The handler is supposed to, you're supposed to have a communications person, right? A head of communication,
Yeah.
who these handlers work directly under the supervision of this
course.
said communication person. So it means that if a tweet is going out, somebody
It passes
somewhere-
through.
Exactly. A chain. It passes through a channel. Yes, it does.
Quality control.
Quality
it passes
QC,
through
exactly.
quality control.
People
But,
are
but,
not
but, on the other hand,
Hands
Rosemary,
go out.
Rosemary,
These
checks,
on the other
they don't
hand,
happen.
intentions
Come on.
are not.
Don't blame your handler.
what I'm trying to say again is on the other
Don't blame
hand,
your handler.
hello,
But when I
Segir.
blame
Yes, and
myself,
on
I
the
didn't
other hand-
type the
on the
tweet.
other hand, Rosemary.
It's different.
Rosemary.
It's
You are like
different
twins.
if I.
On the other hand.
It's different if I say, Hussein, now go and write this, and then maybe I. But he never gave that permission. So how
But
does
on
he
the
now-
other hand,
That's it.
Rosemary, they're
That's
not
it.
responsible for how the public react to the
True.
tweet. So
That's true.
thank you
She
so
looks like
much. It
someone
was
who will blame her
fantastic
handler.
hanging out with
You
you
blame
guys
your
on
handler.
Daybreak
I'm paying
Extra
you. If you do a
today.
bad job, I'll
Leave
blame
these
you.
twinks alone.
Can you imagine?
I'm Dasha Hussein Ausman. Thank you so much. And if you want to, catch up on, our discussion from 8 a.m. up until this time, you can, check us out on our social media handles. You can follow us on Trust TV on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and, have a blast. I am Dasha Hussein Ausman. Once again, have yourselves a wonderful weekend.
It was nice having you on the show. My name is Rosemary Bassi, and here's to wishing you an amazing weekend ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Sagir, for joining us.